Oh, but can we keep it going for Cecil? Cecil from Cognitive Dissonance. Whoop. From Citation Needed.
I'm not sitting in the middle.
Yeah. Aww.
I'm too big.
You don't want to be like an Eric Jamie sandwich?
You don't want to sit next to me?
Huge.
Don't put
How are we going to do the show?
Are we doing the hair thing?
Okay, Oh!
Woo! This is a cosplay event, right? I did Jesus. Hold on a second. Too soon? Too soon?
All right, Eric, I'm worried for our show.
What's up?
The way that you raised funds for it and what's happening on stage here, we've got models. I mean, pretty soon we're going to look like the commercials where someone's selling used cars and they've just got like models laying all over them. Like
used cars? What
you
doing
think you want a Bible?
What are you
Listen
kidding
to
me?
this argument while strippers dance. It's going to be...
Can we make that podcast? I want to make that show. No?
Actually, yeah, wait a minute. What am I saying? I was going to say that was a bad idea.
So,
Gentlemen.
Cecil, we have you up on stage.
It's great to be here I mean, we're in Oklahoma, but it is great to be here.
At the convention.
We're here at the convention. We are so happy you made it. I am fucking...
me.
Dude, I fangirled with you, too.
We're glad we could invite you to this convention, so...
I got to say, as someone who's been in it for longer than us, for longer than them, for longer than a whole lot of other people, man, you definitely were an inspiration for me. And
thank you very much.
Not only that, but I've told you often, I'm going to say it on camera, too. You bumblefucked me into atheism. So,
how on earth did we do that?
How the fuck? Oh, I'll tell you. So I was an aspiring douchebag. I listened to nothing but.
Did you ever graduate or no? No.
He was trying to go. He was trying to go pro. He didn't.
Yeah, right.
Semi-pro.
I'm working on it. I picked up vaping. I'm going, but I remember I was listening to. Prairie Home Companion, nothing but NPR. Oh, but yeah. Anyway, and I was listening to anything that sounded like it would be interesting, and Cognitive Dissonance popped
It's the title that gets everybody. They're like, this is going to be smart.
Yeah, I was like, I can be a smarmy fucking guy. Yeah, no problem. I'll listen to that. And I'd never heard atheist content at all.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Your introduction?
Yes! I know!
Look at your life.
I know!
Look at your choices.
Jesus.
This is your fault.
You did this.
This is your fault. This is your fault. But I do want to say thank you. Thank you so much. After that, I wound up making some amazing friends and meeting the people at the Atheist Community of Austin. We have Russell and Tracy up here in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Tracy, by the way, Tracy, huge, I might be inappropriate, huge confession right now. I have a major crush on your co-host. Major crush. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I just wanted to...
What kind of show is this again?
Right? Yeah. Okay, so actually...
Are we going to switch to like a morning talk show? It's going to be like, Eric and the Plaid Man in the morning.
Right? You know what? We
could
fart noise,
man.
That is your show.
Yeah.
Well,
we won't crowd in on your turf.
It's cool.
You do have more dick jokes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when we first started our show, we bought microphones, and that's pretty much how we started our show. We didn't do anything special. We just happened to be two friends, and we had enough money to buy microphones and pay Libsyn to put something somewhere. We didn't have any background, any experience.
Yeah.
And it still shows today. So. Yeah.
But so
I was going to say humble brag. It was just our skills.
Yeah, it was. So okay. So
and hair.
If I get a question, my question is I've heard a whole lot of people share their deconversion stories, but I don't think anybody has heard yours. Would you be interested?
So we've ambushed you on stage today.
Yeah, I'll be your Christian. I'll be your Christian who calls in. So I had. I'm actually curious about this. So when I quit Christianity, I was just starting college. And I initially thought, is there something else? Well, did another culture get this right? And I started to seek in other cultures. I started to look in, Far Eastern cultures. I looked at Muslim. Did anybody else go through that phase? We're just either a round of applause if you did. Round of applause if you did. So I'm not alone. A lot of people did this. They thought, I was raised in this culture, and I was born a Christian, but I didn't choose to be a Christian, maybe what happened was I missed what the real truth is.
Sure.
And so I started searching through all kinds of other religious documents, and I found out that they were all bullshit. And so I for a very long time just called myself an agnostic. I was like, well, I don't know. And I kept saying it over and over, and I lived that way for about 3 or 4 years. And people who have pets will understand this. My dog died. And when my dog passed away, I thought maybe like a nervous breakdown, which I found out was existential anxiety. So I'm sure many of us have felt this in our lifetime because, atheists, we don't have a safety net underneath us. And so you immediately start to feel like, well, what happens after this? And when you come to the realization that it's nothing, it's a very, very difficult time for a lot of people. And so that's what happened to me. And for about 4 or 5 months, I wandered around in a daze, unable to really do a lot. And it was really, and it's funny because I always say, well, my dog died, and that's why I turned into an atheist. And that's such a weird story, and people are like, I don't get it. But that's really what turned me into an atheist. I was an agnostic up until that point, and then that was the switch that flipped.
Sounds like a watered-down Christian film. God, why did you kill my dog?
And I'm like running in the rain and screaming. Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
He's a cat person.
I am not. I am a human person. Thank you.
I'm a cat person now too because I live in a place where dogs are good. But I love dogs and cats, so I get a round of applause too, right? Dogs and cats, right? Okay.
Yeah. That's a
it's
false
inclusionary.
dichotomy.
That's what this atheist experience is all about. Oh, I stole your tagline. I apologize.
Yeah.
That's all right. We've been writing their coattails for the last couple months, and it's been amazing.
Comfortable.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
it's like a skateboarder behind a car. I'm just sort of worried about what happens when they take a turn.
Is that what happened to you?
What? No. Getting flashbacks now.
I'm a terrible
my whole
human.
life.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see, did we have any other questions?
Well, there's a
I just wanted to get Cecil on stage. I'm fucking excited to be here.
Excited to be here. I'm excited for you guys. Getting a chance to sit in front of all these people and do your show,
Yeah, man.
This is great. This is a great experience.
Well, tell us more about how great our lives are.
Well, I'm kind of at my limit right now. So.
Well, okay, so... So here's the thing, and I hear people talking about it like it is one or the other. What do you have to contribute to the movement? And people say, oh, well, you know what? You really shouldn't be so firebrand. Oh, well, you really shouldn't be caving in. You have people that are trying to pit the Anthony Magnaboscos against the No Illusions. You have people who are complaining about the Seth Andrews and no.
Oh.
But the fact is it takes all of us.
Yeah.
And the more we see it, the more that we spread that out. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's all right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What's interesting? There's a saying, and I don't know where it comes from, but it's better to light a candle than to curse the darkness, is the saying. And our show is a lot of cursing the darkness. Our show, we spend a lot of time cursing the darkness. But while we may not light candles, we help others amplify that candle with our voice. We give them a megaphone to show them that there are people out there doing great work. We've had plenty of people on. We were lucky enough to be invited. No Illusions and his crew does the Puzzle and the Thunderstorm guys. They invited us on for their second year when they did Vulgarity for Charity, and we wound up raising with the community $25,000 for Modest Needs.
$25,000?
$25,000 went to Modest Needs.
Oh, come on, if there's something to applaud. And applaud not Modest Needs.
And every year we visit with David Smalley. Every year we've raised over $5,000 during our hour when David Smalley does his podcastathon. This last year, he did it for Modest Needs, and we raised, I want to say it was like $14,000 during our hour. Maybe it was like 25. I don't know, I'm just going to keep going up. It doesn't matter, whatever.
30, 50, $100,000. It was the most money. It was huge.
In a couple months,
it just got 10 feet taller.
I want to say next month we'll be announcing it, but we can maybe say something ahead of time. We're going to be doing another Vulgarity for Charity. We're lucky enough again to be invited on by the Puzzle and the Thunderstorm guys to join them to do another Vulgarity for Charity. So listen to our shows in the future just to hear about that if you are of the charitable mindset and you want to give to a good cause.
Absolutely.
Well, and if you're not, fuck off.
Yeah. Well,
that's my audition.
From us, We want to thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me on here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Contributing.
Well, thank you. But before you let off, I just wanted to piggyback on your statement about comparing cursing the darkness to lighting a candle, and also yours about people that try and pit, like, oh no, be a soft, friendly activist versus, no, shout at someone. Actually, I shouldn't hit the second one so hard because I think I fall into that category. What are we again?
We're somewhere around here.
I don't know. I'm wearing plaid and rainbow. I don't have to be anything.
I told him one thing: don't wear the hat.
Yep. See how that works out for you?
That hat is dead sexy. You're wrong.
Dead sexy. He can't be wrong. Look at that hair. He knows what sexy is.
I was such a big fan.
And no more. But what I wanted to say is that the thing that doesn't get highlighted enough that really makes a difference, and that Noah made a reference to when he was talking about what helps Orthodox Jews leave, is just people that are atheists and being able to see them. Yeah. There are people that have come to the atheist experience from other places in the United States where they don't feel comfortable being identified as an atheist in their hometown, but they have a shirt, several, that they wear that just says atheist on it, and they wear it anytime they travel. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that makes a difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you don't have a show, you make a difference.
Preach.
Yeah. That's the candles that we're trying to light, is you. We're trying to light you on fire in a good way.
We have.
It also means that you don't have to start a show and compete with us to be helpful, right? So, but
fuck that. More voices in the atheist community. How about that?
Yeah! Absolutely, absolutely.
Cecil, thank you so much for coming up. You take care.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you, gentlemen.
Brother.
Thank you.
Thank you for
paving the way. Thank you.